So we're nearing that half-year later mark, and I can confidently tell you which cases are the best. So here we have a $1 case and an $85 case, and you might say, how much better is this one really in comparison with the $1 case? The $85 case is of course awesome, and I can literally stand on it without bending, but you might not want to spend that much. The $1 case is of course brandless, but it represents a lot of the $10 to $30 cases out there, so let me tell you which ones you should pick. Benks cases are great. The Maglab Mist is awesome. I featured it in my top 5 video and I keep it that way. Very strong MagSafe magnets and it's amazing value. If you're on a budget or you just don't like to spend more than $20 on a case, look no further. The buttons work perfect, the smoked black design looks awesome, no matter what color iPhone you have. The fit is very good too. And for the money, you can easily replace it if it gets damaged. It has a good front protection too, so you don't have to worry about that at all. If you don't like the design and maybe you're into gaming, have a look at their gel cooling case. It does not only look awesome, but it actively cools down your phone when you're gaming. This one isn't as bulky as the Maglab Mist, so that might be a factor too. Now the absolute best of the best has got to be Casetify. Yes, they cost a lot, but in this case you actually get a lot of value out of your money. First off, they never yellow, and I can vouch for each case. They are almost indestructible, and I really mean that. As a matter of fact, here's my trust visualized. Now if that doesn't prove my point, I don't know what will. They have all kinds of designs, so there is a design for everyone. And if you're not about that, you can rock their clear case and still have that premium protection. When talking about MagSafe strength, these are very strong too. Now if you just want a case to protect against scratches and light drops but still have that no case feeling, Pitaka is your choice. This case is only 20 grams, very light, yet it features one of the strongest MagSafe magnets out there, which I really was surprised about. This carbon fiber design still looks so awesome. It utilizes the button on the phone itself, so you cannot be annoyed by the added buttons. It's very easy to slap on the phone too, so if you regularly take off your case, search no further. Now keep in mind that if you drop this hard on like concrete for example, these cases will probably not even matter because it's so thin. This should be considered. This might have less protection against such occurrences, but the looks and feel make up for it big time. This case has a special place in my heart. My very first video on YouTube was about this case. I will leave that video in the description for if you want to have a laugh. Yet it's still one of the best cases, especially for the price. This case is only $14.99. That's just amazing. The corners are very strong, and if you drop this by accident, it will just bounce back up into your hand. Nah, just kidding. But it will definitely protect your phone against everything you throw at it. My only downside with these cheaper cases would be once that they drop, they're basically scarred for life. This normally does not come with MagSafe, so I've added it on myself using this paste-on MagSafe ring, which is really strong and does not come off due to the strong adhesive, even when you clean it. This is a very good solution to giving your favorite case the love it deserves. Magbak is one of those brands that never get the attention they deserve. As I've said in my tier list, this is straight up S tier. It just feels so comfortable. A very grippy yet soft feeling case with awesome MagSafe. If you want to go all in, they have this wallet combination too, which you can use as a stand. Great thinking there. That magnet sound is also very satisfying. The buttons are very clicky, it has a good front protection, and due to it being made out of one piece, it has no edges or imperfections on the back. A solid case. Definitely recommend this one. If I'm nitpicking, I would say that the camera bump could have been a little more noticeable, and that would make me feel just a little more at ease when carrying this around. Another really awesome clear case for a good price is the Rhinoshield clear case. I've always liked that unique camera bump. I only wish that they would make it a permanent one, because right now it's interchangeable and sometimes very annoying. Same counts for the solid suit. Very good value for the price and they always deliver. Once you get your hands on one of these, you will have nothing but regret you didn't buy two. Even the buttons are interchangeable. MagSafe is very strong too, so for mid-range costing clear cases, this is probably your best choice. They also promise that your cases will never yellow, and from experience with them, they are absolutely right. Now all cases mentioned are great and all, but I cannot say they look better over time. With this awesome leather case from Mujjo, it will. It has that premium, genuine, full grain leather, which basically means the top layer, which is the strongest and most durable cut you can buy. That attention to detail I can really appreciate here. You can see just so slightly that the edge of the phone is there, which is perfect. MagSafe can be a little stronger with this case, but it gets the job done. The best thing about this case is, like I said, the fact that you can drop it, scratch it, and it will still look good or even better, because with leather it gives that used look. If you know, you know. Buttons are very responsive and clicky. It also has a very good front protection. If you want the best of the best MagSafe cases out there, Rokform is the brand for you. This magnet is so strong, I realized I need to go back to the gym after making this video. Sometimes it was really hard getting the case off a magnet. But hey, let's face it, if you're on a motorcycle or a bike, you want that extra security. So I think it's awesome that they make these cases. If you like MagSafe, you will like this case. And if you're anything like me, you hate it when your MagSafe wallet falls off, or even when your phone falls off the car holder when driving over a speed bump. I'm looking at you, UAG. And that's actually what it reminds me of too. The case itself looks a lot like UAG, or maybe UAG looks like them. I applaud them for their unique design with the hybrid clear case. It looks stunning to say the least. The Spigen Zero One case is a very awesome looking case, and like I promised in my tier list video, I would have a look at these. And I must admit, I was wrong. It's actually one of my favorites now. It just feels very comfortable to hold, and the MagSafe isn't all that bad. It's not a very strong MagSafe case at all, but it does the job well enough. Like a 6 out of 10. The fit is excellent, to the point where you actually doubt yourself for having bought the right model case. Buttons work perfectly fine too, and even though it's a clear case at heart, and it still greases up pretty fast, at least you won't see it as much as with the normal clear cases. It has these tiny bumps at the back too, which make it lay flat, so no wobbling around on your table with this case. The MagSafe ring is still included with the design on the back, but just a little more subtle this time, which I can appreciate. I picked this up for like 25 euros, which I think is a very good price, but I've seen it on their website for 55 too, which is way too much. So the placement of this case is definitely based on which price you'll get it for. Last but not least, the Smartish Gripzilla. It still looks awesome. It's very grippy and I'm still very happy with its spot in the top 5 video. MagSafe is strong, easy to install, and just that design is so gorgeous in my opinion. It's made for holding and it will not get greasy no matter how hard you try. The only feedback I will give is that after using it quite intensively, I noticed that it can be a little uncomfortable for long sessions. And that's because it has this same texture at the bottom, where you rest your phone on your pinky finger. They should have made the bottom a softer type of material, or at least without the grippy texture. But that's just nitpicking. Now you might be wondering, why did he light that candle at the beginning? Well, I wanted to show you what would happen to a cheaper case in comparison with an high-end case. Nobody is gonna put their case in front of the candle like this, but the deformation on the cheaper case clearly indicates that there is a really big quality difference. And since it's sometimes very hard to take a YouTuber's word for something because there's so much financial benefit to lying, on this channel I will give you nothing but the truth. So if you like to see more unfiltered content, why not watch some of my other videos? Or stay around and subscribe. And I will hopefully see you on the next video.